But we need to be constantly reminded, I think, of the universality of this way of meditation. I was recently having dinner with some friends who'd invited me to dinner because they wanted to start a meditation group. And they invited some of their friends to come along, and before meditation, they asked me to give a little introduction to meditation to their friends. So I did, and then we meditated. So after the meditation, I said to the group, okay, anybody have any questions or any comments you'd like to share? And there's one man there who is the CFO of a very large and well-known multinational corporation. And he said to me, how long was that meditation? So I said, about 20 minutes. So he said, well, amazing, he said. It could have been 20 seconds or 20 hours. He said, I just kind of lost all sense of time. Then he said, but actually something else happened. He said, I did what you said. I started to meditate in the way you told me. And he said, almost immediately, I went to some other place, to some experience. Or he said, I have no words for it at all. I cannot explain it. I can't even describe it. He said, and the kind of words I would use are words I'm familiar with, you know, from church. Love, joy, peace. But he said these words I know what these words mean now because of this experience. But he said, even so, they don't really express what I experienced. So he said, I don't know, I'm just baffled and amazed and delighted, he said, but I don't know what to say. And then he added something else. He said, this is all the more surprising because I have had a really terrible day. He said, I'm very ashamed of something in my life, in my character. He said, I cannot control my anger. And you can ask my family or the people I work with, and I frequently fly off the handle and I go into a rage and something disappoints me. And he said, that happened to me at the beginning of this day, and I've been like it the whole day. And at the end of the day, he said, I feel so ashamed of myself, so soiled, that I really just wanted to go home. But I came here because of my friend. So he said, and then what happens? I find this waiting for me. So we went and had dinner. And I was very interested by his remarks, and particularly interested in what happened next with him. I mean, it certainly doesn't happen very often when people meditate for the first time that they go to this place. But it does happen. And certainly in the early stages of meditation, when you get sort of beginner's luck, when you're unself-conscious about it and you've no expectations and you're like a child, you just do it simply. So this happens with meditation too, and this man had this experience. And nothing shows more clearly that the deepest fruit of meditation, which he had tasted briefly, is not connected with your merits, with whether you've earned it or not. I think that, from a spiritual point of view, that is a very important aspect to keep in mind. Most of the religious spiritual traditions call that grace. There's something given about it. Like falling in love. It just happens. It's a gift. You don't earn it, happens. But I was interested to know what happened to him later. Did he continue meditating? Because it's certain that he's not going to have that same experience every time he sits down to meditate. So what happens when he tries again, and he's just facing this barrage of distractions and his own wandering mind and all his monkey mind and his Mickey Mouse mind. And what happens then? Quite likely, like many people, they give up. He would give up. But actually, when I asked our friend, common friend, a few months later about him, I said, "Did you start the group?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "What about so-and-so?" He said, "Yeah, he's coming every week when he's in town, and he's meditating every day as much as he can. Morning and evening is what we recommend." Now, I was very pleased to hear that, and I think it's a story worth sharing, because all of us need that kind of reassurance, that reaffirmation, that meditation touches, opens us to the deepest center, the heart of our humanity, where an incredible treasure awaits us. And it's a treasure that we don't have to earn, we don't have to buy, and we don't have even to be good to find. But we have to do some work in order to receive it and to stay in tune with it.